Welcome back, everyone. In this session, we're going to explore how persuasion can help you communicate more clearly and confidently in English. Whether you need English for work, study, or everyday life, these tools will help you express your ideas so people really listen. Strong persuasion skills dramatically increase your chance of success at work, in meetings, and everyday conversations. Persuasion isn't manipulation. It's about communicating clearly, understanding others, and helping them see value in your ideas. Okay, so today's topic is transform your English communication with persuasion mastery. And as always, given by Master English Communication, let's jump right in. Understanding persuasion. So, persuasion means influencing how people think, feel, or act through your words, tone, and behavior. Instead of thinking, I must win, ask yourself, how can I help this person understand my point of view? Very, very different. This mindset makes communication much more respectful, calm, and effective. Let's look at business. Asking your boss for a raise or presenting projects. In other words, think once again, how can I help this person understand my point of view? Client relations, convincing clients to choose your service. Social situations, asking friends to support your ideas. So remember, it's about helping others understand your ideas and showing them why your suggestion makes sense. When you improve your persuasion skills, you get more support for your ideas at work, in meetings, and in your personal life. Let's look at the three fundamentals of persuasion. There are three classic elements or fundamentals as it relates to persuasion. When you combine trust, emotion, and logic, your message becomes more powerful. Let's take a look at ethos. This is actually trust and credibility. This shows you're reliable and knowledgeable through polite, professional language. You mention relevant experience. You're honest and consistent. For example, I've worked with international clients for 5 years. It actually establishes the fact that you have experience and you've been successful over a prolonged period of time. Pathos, emotions and connection. People say yes more often when they feel understood. Show you care about their needs. Use positive and encouraging language. For example, imagine how much easier your workday will be if you do X, Y, and Z. And then next, logos, logic and reason. Support your message with facts, reasons, and clear explanations. Use numbers and examples. Organize problem, solution, and benefit. For example, this plan reduces cost by 10% in 3 months. Very specific, logical, and reasonable. So, just to sum up, persuasion is built on three pillars: ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos is trust, showing you are reliable and professional. Pathos is emotion, showing you understand how people feel. Logos is logic, using clear reasons, examples, and facts to support your message. Tell stories to make your message memorable. Instead of good communication is important for teamwork, try this. Last year, our team almost lost a big client because we misunderstood their needs. After we improved our communication, we not only kept the client, but also increased sales. Stories are easier to remember than long explanations. A short personal story makes your point clear and more powerful. When you tell a story, your audience can see themselves in the situation and connect with you. Just a reminder, please like the video. It helps us distribute the video farther. But also check the description because we do have a free gift for our subscribers and viewers that I think you will appreciate. And all you have to do is download it. Next, listen first. Those of you that have been following my work, you realize that I'm a big fan and I always propose improving active listening skills because active listening builds influence. You cannot persuade someone if you don't understand them. Active listening shows respect and helps you adjust your message to match their needs. Pay attention. Listen without interrupting. Ask questions. What is your main concern about this idea? Summarize. So, you're worried about the cost and the timeline, right? Useful phrases for ESL learners. If I understand correctly, you're saying that. Let me make sure I got that right. So, just to summarize, you cannot persuade if you don't understand the other person. So, active listening means you pay attention, ask simple questions, and repeat the main points to confirm. This shows respect, helps you respond exactly to their needs, which makes your message more persuasive. Use confident body language. It's not just solely vocal. Your body communicates as well. Your body language can support or weaken your words. People trust when they see even more than what they hear. Maintain comfortable eye contact. Not staring, but showing engagement. Keep your posture open. Avoid crossing your arms. Nod to show you're listening. Demonstrate active engagement. Speak at a steady pace. Control your volume and rhythm. Even if your English isn't perfect, confident and friendly body language makes your message much more persuasive. So just to sum it up, your body language can say, I'm confident or I'm not sure, even before you speak. Open posture, comfortable eye contact, and a calm voice make people more willing to listen to you. Show empathy. In other words, put yourself in their shoes. Empathy means understanding and respecting other people's feelings and perspectives. When people feel understood, they're more open to your ideas. For example, I can see why this is frustrating. I understand that you're concerned about the risk. If I were in your situation, I might feel the same. For ESL learners, empathy phrases are powerful tools that make conversations warmer and help you avoid sounding too direct or cold, especially in business contexts. Next, be clear and simple, not complicated. So an example of complicated, we need to leverage cross-functional synergies. Clear, We need different departments to work together to get better results. Same message. One is a little more complicated. It's insider language. But the other definition, we need different departments to work together to get better results. Anyone can understand. So persuasion isn't about using big fancy words. It's about being easy to understand. This is especially important if you or your listener is not a native English speaker. Use short sentences. Avoid jargon when possible. Explain terms in simple language. Clarity shows respect, and it makes it easier for others to say yes to your ideas. Practice persuasion and ask for feedback. Feedback is critical for you. That's the only way you're going to know you're getting better or getting through or being understood. Like any language skill, persuasion improves with practice. Build your confidence through consistent effort. Role play. Practice with a friend or colleague, asking for promotions or presenting projects or resolving conflicts. Right? Certainly, these are topics that can be brought up if you're using a language exchange or a tutor. Record yourself. Listen to your tone, speed, and clarity. Identify areas for improvement. Ask for feedback. Was my explanation clear? What part was most convincing? Where did I lose you? As an ESL learner, this practice helps you improve vocabulary, fluency, and confidence simultaneously. Put it all together in daily life. Use ethos, pathos, logos. Build trust, connection, and logic. Add short stories. Make messages human and memorable. Practice active listening. Show empathy and respect. Mind-body language. Support words with confident presence. Stay clear and simple. Make understanding easy. Build through practice. Improve step by step with feedback. You don't need to be perfect, just genuine, respectful, and clear. Over time, people will respond better to your ideas, and your confidence in English will grow. Keep learning and exploring communication strategies. Reflect on your persuasion experiences, both successes and challenges. What worked? Which words or phrases helped you connect? How did they react? Observe and learn from responses. What would you change? Identify opportunities for improvement. Mastering persuasion takes time and practice. Don't forget, we have a free gift for our viewers and subscribers. And also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Your comments help us produce better content for you. Take care, everyone.